Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at some observations I made of William Ruto's Homa Bay tour. In our next video, we will do a detailed analysis on the tour. But before having a look at the observations, let me start by saying this. Last year, 1st of September 2022, a fan of ours in this forum, currently living in the United States of America, reached out to me through my WhatsApp number and had this to share out with me. Good morning, brother. Thanks for your good work you are doing to keep us updated. We really appreciate. I have a piece of land in Westland Gata Nakuru I wanted to sell. Not sure if you can advertise it in your YouTube channel. And if so, how much do you charge? Thanks. That was September 1st, 2022. That's about 3 months ago. This morning, the same fan reached out to me and had this to say. Hey brother, hope you are doing well. I found someone who bought the land you advertised for me. Thank you so much. We'll send you chai. And then you are seeing, I've told him, thanks a lot. What am I trying to say? Let's go. Yes. What am I trying to say? We did advertise the land here, and the landowner got a buyer from this forum. And you are seeing the process has taken about 4 months. Yes, about 4 months. Why am I bringing that to your attention? As I talk right now, there is a land buying and selling agency that has defrauded Kenyans well over 1 billion Kenya shillings in fake land deals. So in this forum, I want us to be a link or a bridge that connects any potential land buyer to the real landowner. No brokers, no middlemen. If you are a landowner who is selling his or her piece of land with all the valid documentations, reach out to me through my WhatsApp number. I've pinned the number on the comment section, the first comment. If you are a real landowner with all the valid documentations, only landowners, no brokers, no middlemen, contact me through my WhatsApp number. I'm very sure that in this forum, you'll get a client who will buy your piece of land. And not only land, maybe you want to advertise for anything. Maybe you are selling a machine, or you want to advertise for anything or services you are offering. Contact me through my number. And also it's important you contact me because according to our YouTube analytics here, a majority of our fans, or rather our listeners here, about 60% of our listeners here are adults aged 45 years and above. In fact, from our analytics, you can see 45 to 54 years, 24.9%. Those are the majority, followed by 55 to 64 years, 23.2%, 65 plus years, 13%. So you are seeing about 60% of our listeners here, our fans here, are adults 45 years and above. And it's almost very clear and certain those are people who are most likely well established either in private or in the public sector. They might be employers or some very high-ranking individuals. If you have anything you want to advertise here, contact me through my WhatsApp number. No middlemen, no brokers here. It's just a direct connection between the buyer and the seller. Nothing more than that. Let's now jump to William Ruto's Homa Bay tour. Yes, from the tour, it's very clear and obvious it was a political tour. Development was just but a bit of it with so many promises. Listening to William Ruto, Ruto was campaigning for 2027. And I believe had Raila Odinga not outsmarted William Ruto in the tour, William Ruto could have really milked a lot of political capital out of the tour. And that is so because on Wednesday, Raila Odinga held a meeting with all Nyanza elected leaders and instructed them to welcome William Samoei Ruto. And by Raila doing that, Raila technically locked out the Luo Nyanza rebel leaders. Because before that meeting, we had seen the likes of Miguna, Obado, Evans, Kidero planning for that meeting. And had Raila Odinga not ordered his troop to embrace William Ruto, I'm very sure the likes of Obado, Kidero, these Luo Nyanza rebels could have used that opportunity to portray themselves as pro-development at the expense of the elected leaders. They could have used that opportunity to now tell the people that, look here, your elected leaders are not pushing for development. But for us, we are pushing for the development, and that's why we have brought you the president. The rebels could have really gotten that opportunity to maybe cheat the masses. But listening to today's speeches, I didn't see any rebel being given the podium to speak. In fact, it was all about elected leaders and some government officials. In fact, I saw Homa Bay senator speaking. I saw the governor speaking. In fact, those who are the notable leaders, politicians, I did see speaking. All the rebels who have been warming up to William Ruto, none was given the opportunity to speak. So in one way or the other, Raila clearly outsmarted William Ruto there, in that he locked out these rebels from actually shining on that day. That's one thing that came out very, very clearly. And I believe also Raila outsmarted William Ruto there because Raila's allies, the likes of even senator and even the governor, made it very clear that Homa Bay is assimilated. So as much as they were welcoming William Ruto to Homa Bay, Ruto should know that Homa Bay residents have made up their mind and they are supporting Azimio. They are Raila supporters. They were just welcoming William Ruto because he's the president and he had also promised to bring some development. That's why they were welcoming him, nothing more than that. It was purely for development, for politics. They have their preferred candidate and leader in Raila Molo Odinga. So I believe today, Raila clearly outsmarted William Ruto there. And also when Ruto and even Rigathi Gachagua got the opportunity, it was all about politics, just as I've said, and a lot of promises. In fact, William Ruto was only launching a municipal market and also some housing units. Out of the 5,000 housing units to be built, Ruto launched about 1,000, or rather about 100 housing units to be built. So those were the two development projects Ruto actually initiated today in Homa Bay. A majority of the things William Ruto said were just promises, the usual promises, which I know a good majority won't be fulfilled. That's also something that came out very clearly. And I also saw the politician in William Ruto in that he was also lying that Nyanza gave him 1% of the votes, while Rift Valley and Central gave Raila some about 28% and such kind of votes. While if you look at Kalenjin Rift Valley, I don't think Raila got more than 1% in the Kalenjin Rift Valley. William Ruto talking about the entire Rift Valley, we have the Maasais, we have the Luyas, In fact, Rift Valley as a whole is cosmopolitan. Yes, Maasai's various communities who a good majority voted for Raila Odinga. If you look at the Maasai vote went to Raila Odinga. If you look at Trans Nzoia County, that's in Rift Valley, majority are lawyers who voted for Raila Odinga. So the votes Raila got from Rift Valley were not the Kalenjin votes, but votes from the Luis, the Maasais, the Samburus. The Kalenjin gave Raila Odinga maybe even less than 1%, maybe 1 or 2% there. So I also saw William Ruto, who was also lying there to the Homa Bay residents. Those are some of the quick observations I made of the tour. In our next video, just as I promised, we are going to do a detailed analysis on that tour for Kenyans to know what that tour did achieve politically. Let's meet in our next analysis. If you want to support our channel, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. God bless you. God bless Kenya.